Alrighty, well, we're back again on the Snowcat project here. If you're new to the channel, my name's Cole. If you watched the last video, you would have seen us get this cowling finished up. We went ahead, made some really nice louvered panels, got a lid made for it. The coolant reservoir is installed, so that was a big step to get done before this engine can be put in for the last time and started up. So one of the things that pops up before we can get the back panel on the cab, is we got to get the roof welding done. So I decided to go ahead and weld 1/8 plate on the roof, not use any fasteners. I don't really want a chance of this leaking up there, so I think that'll work out really well. But it's going to get a little interesting on the front here. The chamfer I have on the top of this cab, well, it's 5 feet wide, and I don't have a means of bending 5-foot wide material. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead, we're going to split this front piece. There'll be 2 bends on it. We're gonna split that into 2 pieces. So we'll bend half, we'll TIG weld those together, smooth it out, you'll almost not know. And then we'll just have a single seam where we'll weld the roof panel and then this other panel together. So yeah, anyways, it means a lot of welding, but that's okay. We'll get that done. And yeah, enough talking, let's get to it. Well, this is a little bit of a different camera angle. I slid the welding bench over here. It's awesome. You can stand right on top of it, and this is going to be perfect for spool gunning this in. Keep my posture real nice because these are going to be some fairly long welds. But what we got to do right now is go ahead, get this all surface prepped, wire brush it, wipe down everything with acetone. I want this as clean as possible for the best results because it's got to be watertight. So. All right, we are all wiped down, wire brushed, clamped, so let's start getting some stitches in here. My plan, like anything like this, is just do some stitches along the way. I gotta move around, let it cool down. I don't wanna have it warp or anything too much, and it's hot in here, so I'm gonna get sweaty, and I apologize now. Yeah, I think those will all be watertight. All right, well, that took a while, but the roof is fully welded on. Should be watertight now. But that's enough for me today. I'm gonna go in and relax and think about what I'm gonna put in this video next. So we'll see you in 2 seconds.
Hey, buddy. A good boy. Oh, yeah. Hey, Taco. It's a good boy.
Well, I don't know what I was talking about there last night. Obviously, I was pretty tired and not thinking, looking for something else to put into the video because we're not anywhere near done this roof yet. I was so focused on just getting the welding done, my brain sort of went into a fog there. But we need to go ahead and get the 2 panels for the front here bent up, TIG welded together, and then get those welded in place. And then the other aspect of the roof that I didn't necessarily talk about was my overhang part over the back needs a separate panel put on it as well, and then the overhang from the cab, and that will just bolt together. Won't really matter if it's watertight or not, because the cab completely is, but we need to put a roof on that. And then we're gonna do something kind of cool with the exhaust discharge there too. So anyways, well, we need to lay out some metal and go over to the brake press. It's so hot out, I'm not even opening the doors today. I wait all winter to have the doors open during summer, but it's 30 degrees at like 80% humidity, and that just kills me. I can't work in that. So let's get to it. So due to the size of my dies, I can only do about a minimum 1-inch stub bend. I can't go any closer to the end than that because I would need a tighter die. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend the minimum 1 inch, and then we're gonna go to the table saw and we're gonna take about another 1/2 inch off because I only want about a 1/2 inch after the bend. Pretty well there. All right, tighten up the bends just a little bit there. Well, that's pretty good. Second one done. Okay, I know it looks like a mess. I just went ahead and dropped the dash down, just hanging on the wires. And I got that piece fit up there and clamped pretty well. I'm just gonna have to go around and tack it in a variety of places, make sure it's really pushed down before we go ahead and stitch weld it in. So, time to get welding. All right, well, we're gonna get this tacked on and then take this extension off and fully weld it on the bench. Welcome to the roof of the Snowcat. All right, well, we got that roof extension all bolted up, so I need to go ahead and drill out these holes for some fasteners to connect the two roof panels. I'm not really worried about that being a weather-tight seal, more or less just holding them together so they don't rattle. So I went ahead, marked everything out, so time to drill these holes and then take this off, drill these out larger, and tap it. And then put it on again. Yeah. All right, well, with that basically welded and completely done, now it's time to get the hole in for the exhaust. I've roughly marked where it's going to be going through, and we're going to fabricate a bit of a hood that necks that down, and the exhaust pipe will just kind of stub up into that, and it's kind of like a weather guard and everything, and it'll look pretty cool. We're going to do a bit of a hexagon on that, so let's get some material cut and see where we can go. I'm going to be very careful to sneak up on this. Okay, got a long ways to go. those are pretty good of a matched pair there. We're gonna go ahead and weld both sides, and then once it's a solid tube, we're gonna go ahead and cut our reliefs, or we'll go ahead and cut our angles into this to make it neck down, and then TIG weld all that back up. So, should be pretty cool. Well, let's get welding. Well, I just went ahead, got these cuts done. It was a little awkward cutting, so just went ahead, got it done. That's what I'm thinking. That'll mount onto the roof. Exhaust pipe will just kind of stub up into there. I don't think it needs to angle down at all, but I guess we could always add that in later. Anyways, let's get all these pieces welded together and go see what it looks like on the machine. Alrighty, there we go. That's kind of what it's gonna look like. I don't know, I really like it. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, I like that. So the more I've been thinking about it, I think I'm gonna wait to mount this to the roof extension. It's just a small step, but I want the engine in place and the exhaust in its exact location. That way I can mark where the exhaust pipe's gonna come up really accurately and not accidentally screw that up. So yeah, unfortunately we're not gonna mount that right now. We're really close to getting this engine in for the last time, so as much as I wanna get this completed, I think it's a smarter idea to wait. Yeah. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap up this video of getting this roof done. I am really happy with the progress we made in this video. We got a lot of things done. Roof's on. It might need a little tweaking up here, a little bit of hammer and dolly work. It kind of worked a little bit, but you ever notice that the longer you work on the project, the less picky you get? That might be happening in this case. Oh yeah, big stack discharge there. That looks cool. I really like that. Right on. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it. If you stayed with me through the whole video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I'm not anything without viewers watching it, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what we got done in this video. We're going to be getting into some more interesting stuff here shortly, as soon as we get this engine in and get it running and play with hydraulics and make some sprockets, which the sprockets, it's going to be cool. I got a really good plan for that now. I've flip-flopped through a few different ideas, and I think I've got it nailed down. Products ordered on the way. So if you stuck with me this long, thank you so much. I really appreciate the viewers watching. Without you guys, it's nothing. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.